Okay, I guess okay na yan. I try to open. I'll see. I will continue now with my discussion. So our topic for today, again, is the first P on our marketing mix, or the 4 Ps in marketing, which is the product, or understanding the product. So if you remember our first discussion nung ating first meeting, I have pinahapyawan ko itong P. So let's discuss it further. Ayan. So let's understand the product now. Business exists because they have products or services to be offered in the market. No, a business activity, di ba, it involves a business transaction or a business exchange. And usually, ano ang binibigay natin to our customers? Siyempre, it's the product or services. Sabi nga nila, you cannot open a business without selling any product or services. That's why dito sa first P natin sa marketing mix, it is very important that we also strategize in producing, designing, and distributing our product. The kind of product that the companies have and the way those products are being offered will spell the difference between good and not so good and a bad product offering. And then the goal of the business naman is, di ba, we provide the best product for our customers. I guess you have already experienced din, di ba? Sometimes nakakabili tayo sa ibang businesses na medyo pangit yung quality ng product. And what would be the behavior of the customer pag naka-experience sila ng bad na product? Usually, they do not buy from that business anymore. So yung resale, repurchase, nawawala na. On the part of the business, that is something that we are trying to avoid. Di ba? Yung hindi na sila bibili ng product ulit. That's why we have to make good products, yung product na pwede nilang balik-balikan. The challenge is to develop the product that will be sensitive to the market needs. Again, there is no product that is suitable to all types of market or customers. But that's why we create a product that will satisfy their specific needs. Meron bang product na pwedeng mag-satisfy sa lahat ng consumers? For now, wala. Even water, let's say ang water, we have different kinds of water, di ba, for different needs. Meron tayo yung sterilized, meron tayo yung alkaline, etc. Di ba? Different waters for different needs. That's why we must modify our product. Okay? So what are the steps in product development? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 steps. Okay? So let's go with the first one. Siyempre, we always start with an idea. Especially for food majors and apparel and fashion majors, hindi tayo nagbebenta agad. It always starts with an idea. That's why it is the very first step of the product generation process, or the idea generation process, I mean. So, new ideas. Saan ba tayo nakakakuha? Ayan. Conducting marketing research to find out consumer needs and wants. And usually, ito medyo na aning mga small businesses marketing research. So do I have to create a thesis, or do I have to spend money for marketing research? Usually we can do this just by observing the market. Tama ba? And I guess for you, di ba, ang ginagawa nyo, ito na magandang example Gusto mo mag-business, saan ka unang tumitingin? Di ba, usually sa Facebook Marketplace. Ano ba ang mabentang product ngayon? Ano ba ang mabiling products sa mga consumers? That is a form of marketing research. So you do not need to spend money for this marketing research. All you need to do is to observe. Simple. Kagandahan pa ngayon, it is very easy to do marketing research because online na ang businesses ngayon. Unlike before na wala pa yung internet, businessmen or entrepreneurs really need to go out and observe yung totoong market. For us, all we need to do is open Facebook, tignan natin kung ano ba ang gusto ng tao. And we can already get ideas from there. Ang isang example to sa food industry, yung lockdown last year, dun na uso yung, have you tried, I'm sure everyone of us tried naman yung ube cheese disal. Ayan, nag-peak yan nung kasagsagan nung pandemic last year. Saan ba nila nakuha yung idea? Through internet. There is one baker who posted at naging trending. So every online bakers are trying to produce their own versions of ube cheese disal. That is already form of marketing research. So second and third, we have, second I mean, is suggestions from consumers. Ayan. Feedback, very important yan sa ating business. Bakit? Diba? Usually, customers even have their own ideas or suggestions on how we can improve our product. Diba? By taking these suggestions, we can now modify our product to create a better product. Again, in business, we are making products for the customers. So we must listen to our customers as well. Inviting suggestions from employees. Ito rin, sometimes our employees, meron rin silang idea na gustong ilagay into our product. Especially if we are a somewhat medium to large business. Sila yung gumagawa ng product. So they have the first-hand experience and knowledge on how to improve that product. So we can also listen from our employees. Brainstorming suggestions for new product ideas. This is very effective if you are a group sa business or yung grupo nyo is mga business owners. Kaya nga kagandahan, di ba, your group of friends should also have the same interests. Dapat lahat kayo business owner. Dahil ang brainstorming is very powerful in creating ideas. Di ba? How does brainstorming work? Let's say may naisip ka na idea. Gusto kong magpatayo ng car wash. Ayan. Then a friend suggested na anong gagawin nila habang naghihintay nililinisin yung sasakyan mo. Then another friend will suggest, how about if we put a coffee shop beside the car wash para may gagawin yung mga naghihintay habang nagka-car wash. Diba? This process, we are already giving ideas, no? A group of people giving their ideas to come up with one solid idea. Very important ang brainstorming. That's why for entrepreneurs, you really have to choose your friends. Hindi pwede na magkikita-kita kayo ng friends, yung pinag-uusapan nyo is about chismis, etc. Siyempre, walang mapupuntahan yun. I'm not saying that is wrong, pero siyempre, again, you must find people that will share the same interest. So if you want to be a businessman, you should be friends with business people. Okay, searching in different markets, national, international markets for new product ideas. Ang kagandahan nito, some of the businessmen are reading or getting ideas from other countries and they are trying to apply it here locally. Madami ang gumagawa nun. For our third years ngayon, actually nang ginagawa, sabihin ko lang, in your third year kasi you will be having a thesis, a research, new product development. Ang ginagawa nila ngayon for our third years now is they are taking ideas from other countries, i-implement nila dito sa Philippines using local ingredients. Yan. Maganda yung mga ganyan. And of course, and last is studying new products of competitors. Sabi nga nila yung gaya-gaya system. It is allowed, it is okay. Okay? Ang gagawin lang natin dito, syempre, we must offer the better product, no, from our competitors. New products of competitors, ito yung medyo bloody no, sa Facebook alone. Example ito yung naging plantito-plantita, di ba? Someone is selling plants, it is profitable, tapos maya-maya, ang dami na rin nagbebenta ng plants, no? Another example, meron yung isa na live selling ng ukay-ukay or clothes. May ang dami na rin nag-live selling ng clothes. That is studying new products of competitors. It's okay, pero if you want to succeed no, using this strategy, you must always offer something na much better as compared to your competitors. And all of these strategies we will come up with a good idea. Yan. Kaya idea generation siya. Okay, so after coming up with a good idea, yan, we screen our idea. Siyempre, we generate ideas. Hindi lang isang idea yan. It should be many ideas. Then we will screen them. Okay, before selecting and rejecting idea, let us ask the following questions. Is it necessary to produce this new product? Can the existing plant and machinery produce the new product? Can the existing market network sell the product? And when can the new product break even? Now, these are considerations. Kasi the end goal pa rin natin is for this product na dapat mabenta siya sa market and there should be profit. No? So that's why we ask these questions. If the questions are positive, then we can go the next step. No? But if some product ideas is may nag-negative, kahit isa dito sa questions na to, we need to reject that idea or further develop that idea. No? This step is necessary to avoid product failure. And sadly, marami ang hindi ginagawa tong step na to, no, sa ating mga local entrepreneurs. They have an idea, benta agad. In the end, malulugi. No? Tapos kung sino-sino ang sisisihin. Okay? Ayan. So we need to screen these ideas first. Ayan. So once we screen the ideas, now let's test the idea. Concept testing is done after the idea screening. In this stage, concept testing, the company or the business will find out whether the consumers understand the new product, whether the consumer needs the new product, and consumer will accept the new product. For a small business, how do we concept test? Usually, we create a beta product. What do you mean by beta product? Ito yung first natin na paggawa ng product. Especially for food businesses, di ba? May naisip tayong idea. Let's say, bamboo shoot bread, o example lang, gagawa tayo ng rabong bread. Usually, di ba, we try to create it first. Possible ba yung idea? Ayan. Doon natin tinetest yung concept. Kaya ko bang gumawa ng bread out of bamboo shoots? Ayan. After that, siyempre, once na we create the product, we must test the product sa market. And how do we do that? For a small business, usually ang una nating lalapitan para mag-test ng ating product is our close relatives or close friends. Diba? Papatikim natin sa kanila yung ating bamboo shoot bread. Masarap ba? Or what could be the changes or improvements to be done? Diba? Again, feedback is very important. So, tanungin natin, ano ba ang pwede nating i-improve sa aking idea? After that, we revise our product. Gagawa tayo ng bago by including the inputs ng ating mga nag-test ng ating product. That's how we develop the product until unti-unti siyang maging mas maganda. Okay? Or mas masarap. Yeah. Okay? So then, after that, we now do business analysis. Okay? Under business analysis, the business finds out, is the product profitable? Ayan. What will be the cost of the new product? That's why you have to list all the expenses then. Gagawin natin yan once you will go in your higher years, yung pag-costing. Will there any be demand for our new product? Very important yan. Yung ginawa natin kanina, bamboo shoot bread, rabong bread. The concept is possible. Next question is, may bibili ba? Very important yan. Hindi lang tayo gumagawa ng posible. Dapat gagawa tayo ng product that it can be marketable. Dapat mabibili siya. Okay? Whether this demand is regular or seasonal, very important na to consider for food establishments dahil we have ingredients na seasonal. Siyempre, yung rabong, hindi naman yan seasonal. Pero let's say we are trying to use other products such as strawberry. Strawberry is seasonal. Okay? So, hindi pag yun ang main ingredient natin siya for a product, hindi natin siya pwede i-produce all year round. Or pwede naman natin siyang i-produce, pero there are some months na very expensive yung price ng strawberry. So, we have to consider those. About competitors of the new product. Yan. For food establishments, ang dami pong competitors. Okay, medyo dito tayo nahihirapan. Even for fashion and apparel ngayon, dumadami na rin ang competitors. No? Again, we must offer the better product. How the total sales of the new product can be? What will be the expenses on advertising, sales promotion, which is for some small businesses, hindi nila masyadong kino-consider. Pero very important yan. Again, the purpose of marketing promotions or advertisement is so that the customer will know that your product exists. Even if you have produced something that is very good or very delicious, kung hindi naman alam ng consumers, it is useless. That's why we must also invest in advertising. Pero ang kagandahan ngayon, since there is our social media, napakadali na lang at napakamura na po mag-advertise. No? Pero imagine nung wala pa yung Facebook, wala pa yung internet, businesses really spend sa radio advertisement, newspaper advertisement, magazines, billboards, print ads, even commercials, which is very, very expensive. And last is how much profit the new product will earn. And this will be connected dito sa mga first question. Of course, if the product has demand, there would be profit. Okay? Yan yung mga business analysis. Ito ang ginagawa talaga ng isang entrepreneur, answering these questions. Hindi lang sila benta ng benta. Okay? Ayan, let's do now the product development. Ito na yung medyo try nating mag-mass produce ng ating produkto. At this stage, the company has decided to introduce the new market. It will take all necessary steps to produce and distribute the product. Even distribution, we must consider. Production department will make plans to produce the product. For small businesses, how are you planning to produce many products with the same quality that will fit the demand? Especially when we consider already, meron ngang demand to, maraming gustong bumili. Can you keep up with the demand? Kaya mo ba mag-produce ng madami without sacrificing the quality? And I guess ito ang nagiging problem din ng some of the small entrepreneurs. Sa sobrang dami ng demand na bumibili sa kanila, they cannot maintain the quality. Basta produce, bigay, produce, bigay, produce, bigay. In the end, sino magsasuffer? Siyempre, customers. Marketing department plans to distribute the product. Are you going online? Tapos i-deliver mo? Or meron kang physical na store? Or maglalagay ka sa mga stores ng iyong product? Ayan. You have to consider that. Again, for finance department, syempre, for a business, there should be a capital. Finance. Especially for a new product. For big companies kasi ito yung medyo magastos the introducing the new product. You have to invest in many things. Product development ay yung concept stage, research and development, marketing, yan, magastos. For small businesses, it is a risk. Siyempre, magagastos ka dyan to produce a product without knowing even kung meron ba talagang a stable demand. Advertising department will plan the advertisements for new product. However, all is done as a small scale of test marketing. Ayan. For test marketing naman, let's try to introduce muna. Konti muna ang ilabas natin sa market. Introduce the new product on a very small scale. Ayan. Konti muna ilalabas natin. The purpose of the test marketing is parang testing the waters. Okay? Try mo nating mag-deep dun sa market. Meron bang demand? Ang purpose nito kasi, what if full-blown na tayo agad mag-mass produce ng ating product na hindi pa natin alam kung meron nga ba talagang acceptance from the market? Mas magastos yon if in case the product will fail. That's why we need to test. Konti muna. Tikman muna nung market. And after nating malaman from step 6 na medyo may demand nga ang ating product, dun na tayo mag-large scale, yung commercialization. Okay? New product on a large scale. It could be, if you are a big company, pwede na nating i-mass produce sa buong Pilipinas. Sir, how about pag small business? Ayan. Ang test marketing for a small business, let's say sa Baguio. Siyempre, for test marketing, ano ba yung malapit? Siyempre, doon sa mga kapitbahay natin. So, try natin, ibenta sa kanila. If gusto ng mga kapitbahay and then there is a demand talaga for our product, let's try to sell it sa buong Baguio. Yun na yung ating commercialization. Yun yung parang concept na for a small business. And number 8, ito na yung review of market performance. If you notice naman, diba, lahat ng steps natin, it always ends sa review and evaluation para mag-circle tayo. The company must review the marketing performance of the product. If it fails or medyo mababa ang ating expected na sales, what can we do to continuously improve the product? Or what can we change in our marketing efforts para mas mataas yung benta? It always ends with evaluation. Okay? They must make necessary changes in their marketing plans and strategies, or else the product will continuously fail. So there must be changes. No? Yan yung ating product development cycle and or steps in product development. Okay? I-recap lang natin. We have idea generation, screening, concept testing, business analysis, product development, test marketing, commercialization, review of market performance, and ayan, review of market performance. Okay? So let's discuss naman the product life cycle. Ito naman, papunta tayo sa part ng produkto lang. Okay. So yan, we have the product development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Let's say na na-introduce na natin yung product sa market. So meron rin siyang life cycle. Ayan. Introduction stage, ito yung after nating ma-launch yung ating product. Yung binibenta na natin siya on a large scale. So nandun tayo sa introduction stage on the market. First stage of product life cycle, pre-launch step. Ayan. In this step, the company launch its product in the market and start selling it. In this stage, ang ginagawa ng businesses is investing heavily on marketing and advertising. Bakit? Kasi konti pa lang yung acceptance niya. Di ba? The goal of advertising is that customers must know that the product exists and it can only be done through massive advertising. Ayan. Para malaman ng tao, ay, meron pala itong produkto na. After the introduction, ayan, punta na tayo sa growth. Ayan, if the company found that customers are already appreciating or accepting the product, dito na nagkaka-experience ng high sales. Growth stage. In this stage, company also make the heavy investment in advertising para continuous ang kanyang stage of the product because competition is very high. Kasi kung meron na tayong acceptance or the market already have the acceptance of your product, ginagaya na yan ng other competitors. Di ba? At yung napag-usapan natin kanina, ang ginagawa ng competitors is they will offer the better product. So anong gagawin natin? We must also offer the better product as compared to our competitors. Yun yung competition, di ba? Naglalabanan kung sino ba ang mas maganda ang product. So we must maintain yung growth. Competition is very high dito. Okay? For becoming number one product in the market, manufacturer try to invest more money on the product, but the product also returns to the company. Now the product is familiar with the market and everyone knows about it. Sabi ko kanina. So the product is now earning the profit for its owner. Dito usually tumataas ang sales and profit of the company. Profit stage, sabi nga nila. All the expenditure is covered and product is now bearing the cost by itself. Kung babalik tayo dito sa ating graph, ito yung growth. Ayan. The sales, napakataas na. High acceptance from the market. And usually, ginagaya na ng competitors. Stage 3 naman, the product is on the maturity stage. Very familiar na with the market conditions on the top position. Ito na yung leading brand sa market. For example, ano ba yung mga products na nasa maturity stage na? For beer, anong una niyong naiisip pag beer? Diba yung San Miguel beer? Nandun na siya sa maturity stage. Nasa peak on the top of the market or leading on the market. Product enjoys its high market share and cashing now to brand name. Ito na yung people are buying because of the brand. Kasi alam nila this is a good product already. Makapag-establish siya ng magandang pangalan. Another example ng products na nasa maturity stage when it comes to, let's say, ube jam. Anong una niyong naiisip? Good Shepherd. Diba? Kasi nakapag-build na siya ng brand name. And that product is on its maturity stage. Kagandahan ng maturity stage, low investment already for advertisement. You do not need to advertise this product anymore kasi alam na ng tao. Alam na ng tao kung the quality of your product. No? And all you have to do is to wait. No? Wait for people to buy your product. Ito yung maganda. Ayan. Now the product is earning a high profit on its peak time. Nasa peak. Market conditions are mature. Competitors also know about product market share. Ayan. The product now cannot gain more market share. Ito naman yung one downside ng maturity stage. Since nasa peak ka na, nandun ka na sa pinakataas, balik natin sa ating graph. Ayan, nasa peak ka na, pwede ka ba bang tumaas? Siyempre, you are already at the peak. Okay? Na-reach mo na yung maximum na pwede mong pagkakitaan itong product. That's why nandun siya sa maturity. So there is no room for growth. Sabi nga nila. So wala ka na ibang makuha. They cannot gain more market share kasi you are already on the peak, no, of the product life cycle. And once you are already in the peak, syempre yung next na is the decline stage. Everything in this world has to die, even for the acceptance of products. Meron talaga yung time na bababa yung demand ng yung product. Ano yung cause? One is napagsawaan na ng tao. Second is, there is another product that is better na na-offer sa market. That's why hindi na nila binibili yung product mo. And that is the example of decline stage. Ayan. The product, after a long time enjoying profit and sales, goes down in the market. Wala nang masyadong bumibili. And very, rampant na sa technology. Ayan. I'll give you an example. No? Tingnan natin. And I'm not sure kung naabutan nyo yung keypad phones. Siguro naman naabutan yun, baka medyo bata-bata pa kayo. No? There was a time na ang leading na phones is nandun sa keypad. Yung, meron pa yung QWERTY yung BlackBerry. Yan, narinig nyo ba yung BlackBerry? Yun ang sikat na phone noon. But when the touchscreen phones or the smartphones na introduce, bumaba ang demand ng keypad kasi everybody wants to purchase na yung touchscreen. So yung keypad na phones biglang bumaba sa decline kasi there is something na offer na much better. Same with other products. If there is something na na-offer na mas maganda sa produkto mo, your product will go down. At yung tataas is of course yung bagong product. No? Again, we must always offer the better product. Yun naman ang goal ng businesses. And decline stage. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Ito, mabilisan na lang to. Let's just try to classify the goods na yung mga being offered in the market. So we have two types of goods. We have consumer goods and industrial goods. Consumer goods, these are something that we buy as an end user. Industrial naman yung ginagamit for big companies or corporations for their consumption. So consumer goods, you have convenience, shopping, specialty goods. We will discuss them later on. For industrial, we have raw materials, equipments, fabricated items, operating supplies used for their own production. So consumer goods, convenience goods, it includes yung bread, candy, soap, toothpaste, yung mga small items na binibili natin from convenience store, kaya nga siya convenience store or grocery store. Basic items. Goods that are purchased frequently with minimum effort on part of the market or consumer because these products are available anywhere at any time. Ito naman yung mga binebenta ng ating mga sari-sari stores. Those are convenience goods. For specialty goods, refer to those items which possess unique characteristics or brand identification. Larger items or much more expensive items as compared to convenience goods. A significant group of buyers are habitually willing to make special purchasing effort. Ito yung something na nagre-research talaga tayo before we buy. Diba? Usually, of durable nature of high unit value and the customer's brand preference dictate their buying motives. Examples, ating mga appliances, TV, radio, refrigerators, steel furnitures, or now, syempre, gadgets. When we buy gadgets, we do research first. Bibili ako ng gadget that I can use for picture, internet, data. Pwede kong gamitin for online class. Pwede kong gamitin pang Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Diba we have different criteria in buying goods. Ito yung tinatawag natin specialty goods. Pero pag bibili tayo ng toothpaste, basta yung mint pwede na. Yun naman yung convenience good na wala tayong effort in buying. Yun yung difference. And last is we have yung shopping goods. Usually of semi-durable nature refer to those comparatively high-value items which the consumer buy after paying consideration to quality. Examples naman, ito yung ating shoes, garments, cosmetics, etc. Ayan. Yung nabibili natin usually sa malls. Okay. So kung i-rank natin, mali yung sequence kayo, kung i-rank natin dun sa medyo low yung ating pag-iisip in buying, dun sa high level natin pag-iisip, it should be number 1, convenience goods. Number 2 is shopping goods. Ayan. And number 3 is the specialty goods, yung kailangan talaga nating mag-research. Alright? About industrial goods, again, these are the goods no, used for businesses or operations or industry, sabi nga nila. So raw materials, agricultural items, cotton, steel, parts. Yan. Hindi naman yan ginagamit ng mga individual. Usually, ang gumagamit nito is also other companies. Equipment such as boiler, turbines, products, calculator, time clocks. Again, sino gumagamit nito? Is other organizations. Fabricated items, ito yung specially made items no, for a business, such as automobiles or for gadgets, yung mga chips na ginagamit sa mga phone, yan yung mga parts nito, those are fabricated items. At sino yung customer nila? Of course, the maker of the phone. Operating supplies, fuel, coal, and something to power up operations. And neither form a part or nor enter to the product, but are necessary for running industries. Especially once you have your own business, ito yung mga kakailangan yun talaga. Gas, electricity. Yeah. And that's it. Okay, so that is the first part no, of our 4 P's in marketing. Okay, remind ko lang po, I have posted dun sa ating chat box no, yung quiz natin for today. So we still have 8 minutes. 8 minutes to answer yung ating Google form. Okay? Ito. Can you see? Ayan. Okay. So once again, babalik ko lang po yung requirement natin for finals sa yung ating advertisement, print advertisement, tapos yung ating video advertisement. The P, which is the product, must be highlighted. Okay? What do I mean by highlighted? Of course, this is a business. Dapat alam nung titingin dun sa inyong advertisement, ano ba ang binibenta nyo? Okay, so you have to specify the product. Sir, pasen uli, mahina kasi yung net. Nag-left po ako. Okay, wait lang. Copy natin. Copy. Okay. Ayan. Again, yung mga hindi pa sumasagot, check ko nga lang ilan na ba ang nagsagot nito. We have 28 responses already. You are 32. So meron pa tayong 4 na hindi nagsagot. Alright. Sige. Okay, before we end yung ating asynchronous session for today, we need to have a mandatory class picture. Okay, so everyone please turn on your cameras. And let me just end yung ating recording para makapag-ano tayo. Picture.